toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the...
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It's been a rough start for these guys. You look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. On the ground, it's Ingram. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Shakes off the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Pick off! What a play by this defense! They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better.
Oh, it's a fake. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll throw on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Worley. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Now adjusting. Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. It'll be a draw. Got the first down and more. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he over.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. loads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. This time he's got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ingram. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He's got it. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Slings it downfield. On target to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right...
Scores on the sneak!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing a two-minute type situation by this offense, something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. Runs through the tackle. At midfield, he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Unleashes one. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 6.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The short hands, it's Ncaa. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
They get to him as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a moment.
He'll try to take it back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about that play by the free safety? He actually wasn't blitzing on that play. He had dropped down to the box, and he was just watching the QB and watching to see what was going around him. When he saw the quarterback keep holding on to the ball, he just said, man, I'm just going to go get him myself. And he shows you the speed as he's able to close the gap.
Here we go. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Ingram. Snowed under by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Gets the back moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now. And like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 30 to Duke. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Spins away. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking downfield, it's Moncrief. Here's a heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Ingram. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way.
Lets it fly. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Indiana. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Moncrief. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. It and fires to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. Powers through the defender.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much